Hey, what's going on YouTube? This your boy EJ. I'm coming to you guys with 5 tips for beginners on how to start hiking. This is going to be for those people who've been out, maybe walking around the baseball field, your city parks or whatever like that, and you're ready to get off the pavement and start hiking the actual dirt trails, maybe up mountains. Maybe you planning on a trip out to Colorado or Utah, Washington or something like that, California, or whatever. Maybe you're even trying to hike like the Appalachian Trail or something like that, and you need just some kind of way to get yourself started, some kind of input, because I just saw this topic on Black Hikers United. So I figured, I come out here and make a video about what you need to get yourself started, get yourself prepared for hiking as a newbie. If y'all hear the helicopters in the background, there's an army base around here, and they keep launching these Apache helicopters over and over again. So it's gonna be kind of a little bit of noise y'all might hear in the background every now and then. But back to the 5 tips. The first tip is gonna be your backpack. You definitely want to get yourself a really good backpack, and the best way to do it, to figure out whether you want a regular backpack, whether you want a sling backpack, and this is definitely going to determine whether you're hiking, as far as you're going to hike and camp, if you're going to section hike, if you're going to through hike, or if you're going to day hike. You're just going to go out and you're going to come back, just trying to figure out how much miles you can actually make. So I'm gonna start this off right here as if you're day hiking, not if you're through hiking or camping or anything like that. Like if you're just gonna go out for a day hike, you're trying to advance from the baseball field or the city parks, and you're trying to get out there and actually do some hiking. I'm gonna make this video for those people there who just trying to get their feet wet into actual hiking. So one of those main things, like I say, is gonna be your backpack. And the thing that you want to think about when it comes down to your backpack is, what are you going to carry in the backpack? So I wouldn't start off with the biggest backpack unless you're trying to go out with some friends or whatever, and y'all trying to do a through hike or something like that. If you're trying to do that, you may have to start off with a big backpack, because it's going to be wasting your time and energy to buy a small backpack and learn on that, and then turn around and have to buy a big backpack and go on your big trip. You might as well buy what you need for what you're trying to do. In other words, I have several backpacks because I do a lot of different types of hiking, from the camping stuff to the day hikes and all that. I do a lot of different types, so I got a lot of different backpacks, and I got sling packs. It just all depends on where I'm going and what I'm trying to do. So if you just day hiking, I would start with a small backpack or sling bag, whichever one is feel the most comfortable to you. I would start with those. Go to Walmart, go to sports store, Bass Pro Shop, something like that, and find you a comfortable small backpack, and make sure that it can hold the size of bottled water you're going to take with you. So whatever your bottled water is, make sure it can actually fit in the backpack that you're trying to select. And you might be like me, you might actually go out there and you might buy you 2. You might try a sling and you might try the backpack. I carry my small backpack more than I carry the sling, but I do carry the sling as well, depending on what, like I said, depending on what kind of trip I'm going on. I do carry my sling, but my small backpack, this one I got on here right now, which is just a Swiss Gear backpack. I take this one almost 99% of the time, unless I'm going on some type of specialty hike where I need a bigger backpack because I'm taking bigger gear and stuff like that. Number 2, your water bottle. Very, very important. You need to make sure that you got a bottle of water, or a water bottle that can hold the amount of water that you need, or whether or not you need 2 bottles of water. You never know, depending on how hot it is, what kind of climate you in, how far you hiking, and different things like that, whether or not you need that bottle of water to stay cold or warm or whatever, depending on what type of weather you're hiking in. So think about that when you buy your water bottle. You need to make sure it's big enough to hold enough water that's going to carry you through the hike that you're doing, unless you know without a doubt that there's water within the hike that you're doing. So if you got water sources within the hike, you might can get away with taking a smaller bottle. But if you don't have water within that hike, you're going to need definitely a bigger bottle that's gonna hold you until you complete the whole entire hike. So also keep that in mind as well. Number 3, a knife. You're definitely gonna need a knife. I don't care if it's a big knife, small knife, pocket knife, a samurai sword, a hatchet, or a machete, whatever. You're gonna need your knife, and just keep in mind, a knife comes in handy, not just for protection, but so that you can process wood if you need to do that, or so that you can use it for cooking and stuff like that. A knife comes in real handy. If you are a real hiker and you out there really hiking, you definitely need to make sure that you have a knife with you, that you can carry, that you can use in case of emergency, in case you get injured or whatever. You definitely need a knife with you. Trust me, you're gonna need a knife, and I'm gonna show in another video, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you locked in, like, share, and subscribe, and all that kind of stuff, so you can catch my videos when I actually demonstrate the stuff that I use when I'm out there hiking and stuff like that. So number 3, that knife. Number 1, the backpack. Number 2, the water bottle. Number 3, the knife. Okay. Number 4, you're gonna need your emergency kit. Always take you an emergency kit once you start hiking, especially when you start going beyond them 5 miles and you start doing 10 or 15 or 20 miles. Make sure you got some kind of a medical kit. So band-aids, the elastic straps, all that different type of stuff, pain medicine or whatever. Make sure you taking that stuff with you. And also you can throw in with that medical kit, since it's your emergency kit, you can throw in a flare if you want to add a flare to that. Get your little small flare that you can take with you or whatever, just in case you get lost or anything like that. But that's going to cover what? The backpack, the water, the knife, and your emergency kit. You definitely going to need them when you start doing longer hikes, and especially if you're doing those longer hikes by yourself, solo. You need to make sure you got those things. So if you cut yourself or whatever, you got it. You got your enough water so that you can finish your hike and make it back. You cover. You see what I'm saying? You got your knife just in case you have any type of emergency. You need to cut something. You need to fix yourself some food. Maybe go on a small animal or whatever. You got your knife. You can cover that. You know what I'm saying? And another thing with your number 4, which is the emergency kit, make sure you have a lighter in there too. You know, your medical stuff, a lighter, and a small flare. That way you cover it for if you get lost or anything like that. And some of the other add-ons, when I do my other videos, I'm going to show you in depth what all you need to include in it. There's a lot of videos out there that shows it already, but I'm going to make a video that's going to show what you need to include in your medical kit, including a tourniquet and all that. So I'm going to cover that for you too. The 5th thing that you're going to need is going to be a good GPS watch, and definitely get a good GPS watch. Don't forget that iPhone crap or iWatch or whatever. Don't worry about that. I got me an iPhone, recording on an iPhone right now, but I don't use that to save my life at all, period. No, get you like a Garmin or something like that, especially if you're going solo. Now, if you're going in a group, okay, by all means, roll your iWatch out there. No problem. Use your iPhone for navigation. No problem, because you got a lot of people. A lot of people can help think together or whatever like that. But if you're going solo, get the real stuff. Get you a Garmin. Don't play around with that other stuff. Even if you get you, not the Garmin watch, say you want to keep your iWatch, but get you a Garmin handheld GPS. The handheld GPS, not the ones that go in your car. The handheld GPS. Get you one of those. Man, we got another one of these. Apache helicopters flying over. See if I can catch it. There you go. Yeah, so definitely make sure you got you a good GPS if you're going by yourself. I would say a compass, but if you ain't got no training, then yeah, get you an electronic GPS for right now. The compass is going to be probably way too complicated for a lot of people, especially if you don't know your north, south, east, and west. At least your GPS can track where you went, and you can follow that track back to where you need to go. It's covered the backpack, the water bottle, the knife, the emergency gear, and the watch. So yeah, we pretty much covered all the bases that you need on that one right there. The doggone helicopter threw me off my concentration and everything. So that's going to be the 5 tips that you need. And the bonus tip that I'm going to throw in for you today is hiking socks and hiking shoes. Do not come out here wearing Nikes Reeboks and stuff like that. Get you some hiking shoes and hiking socks. If you serious, get that. Don't wear the other shoes. And you can go from water resistance to waterproof. That's your choice, which one of those you pick. I would definitely at least get water resistant so that you cover as far as small streams and stuff like that, or if it start raining or something like that, you'll be covered. But other than that, make sure you get you some hiking socks and some hiking shoes. Trust me, you're gonna thank me on that one right there. I done seen many people. I can take you out to Stone Mountain and go live, and I can show you many people that wearing designer shoes that comes out there trying to hike and be slipping and sliding around because they got them designer shoes, them basketball shoes on and stuff like that, and those shoes are not designed for hiking. You need to get actual hiking shoes if you are hiking. Get you some hiking socks. Get you some the weatherproof, not the weatherproof, the dry fit clothes, you know, shirt and pants. Get you some dry fit to wear when you out there hiking. The other tips and stuff, like I said, I'm gonna make another video, so I'm gonna add in the other tips and stuff that you need to know. This is just trying to make this a quick video, and I see we already hitting like 11 minutes. I don't want to make this a long video, but this is just gonna be like one of my tips videos that I'm gonna be putting out, so give y'all good tips and stuff like that. And I do got another surprise video coming up because I just got alerted about another trip down in Florida that we might have to make a detour to actually go and do and everything. So stay tuned for that. So make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe. If you want to see me do some more adventurous type stuff, or if you want to see me do a parachuting for the first time, if you want to see me do hang gliding for the first time, different stuff like that, and parasailing, stay tuned, lock it in, because it's all going down on this channel. You know, EJ Adventure X is going down because that's what we do. We do all the action stuff here. You know what I'm saying? We don't just hike, we don't just camp, we don't just bike. We do all the different action type stuff on this channel. And you might get another tip on some drifting. So also stay tuned for the drifting. Come back to this channel, show some love. We need to get that subscribership well above 1,000. We need to get that subscribership up because we got a lot more stuff coming. We do got some more overseas stuff coming. So like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification button so you can be alerted to my new video. Give me the thumbs up and all that stuff. And I love you guys, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.